predictions here real quick. We got a minute.
Жил до конца, умер как герой.
I'm thinking it's red. You've got Edelins, you've got yeah. All right. Total number of player deaths by 25. Think it'll be that slow?
I think it's going to be a little bit faster. I think it might be a little bit more of a bloodbath. I'm going to say 16 to 25.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
My thanks.
Actually, you know the damage numbers more. Is Heartstopper going to do more than Fata?
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй, что сейчас произошло?
Got a little
That's
bit
fair.
of action down here at the bottom room spot. Looks like he's gonna change some clicks here and there here. He's throwing out a little bit of harass here. They want to get the skill over on the Twilight Eye.
He's
and
dead.
He's really, really low. That's gonna be first blood going over to the side.
Wow, that's one of the worst heroes you could give a first blood to if you're on the side of NP here. Like, Enchantress getting an early start just snowballs her so far ahead, makes her so much more deadly with the way she can roam around the map. Runs at you. Yeah.
Now already some movement going on here in the top lane. They're trying to put some pressure over here onto Nyx. He's going to fight the this spell and he'll be able to just walk away really easy.
Oh man. I saw a mana burn Nyx in my SA game at level 1. I was so lost.
You do what you gotta do, man.
It was against a Bat Rider too. It's like, what? I've done it as mid Nyx against Storm before.
So I have a question for you boys. Where do you think we're gonna see the first blood?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I meant. I meant the next, like, during laning stage itself.
I'd say top if anywhere. I would say top.
Close, but not quite.
Mid is actually so rough right now for Fata with this tornado just sitting on him. These constant damage ticks are obnoxious.
I mean, it's already a cancer lane when you consider that, you know, he's going up
Radiant's
against the
middle
Viper
tower
here.
is under attack.
Looks like Doom's been trying to provide some support, though, coming through. He's got a troll that he's devoured instead of net, but again, it's a Viper early. It's pretty hard to kind of take him down. What's happening in this bottom lane right now? They are really just pushing Jenkins here, right behind his tier 2.
Cutting the wave at 2 minutes. Yeah, NP definitely playing it safe.
Oh, meanwhile, though, we see in the top lane,
Dire's bottom tower is
we
under
see that
attack.
we've been taken down. The, oh, Doom over here, too.
It was actually
oh my
mid.
Gosh. It was mid, actually, yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Lots of damage though going on over onto MSS here. He pops the Spike Carapace. They're really looking to get this kill here. I think he's just barely okay.
If he was not a Nyx, he dies there. The natural regen kept him alive entirely.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Yeah, Fata got solo XP. Man, it's such a good feeling as a mid laner to get that whole bottle when you're low and down it, and then there's just a rune waiting for you. Because now he doesn't have any need to use this rune right away. It's 2 minutes, he can run to another lane and fix something that's going to go wrong.
Seeing Doom get really aggressive over here on the side. Kind of just hanging out over here by the shrine, trying to put a little bit of pressure on the map. Disruptor did ping it out. Waiting very, very patiently. It's like Monkey's Forever just fine now, especially with these creeps just randomly running through mid to push him back. Ooh, are they gonna go for the dive here? No, I think Fata's gonna be just fine. He just blinks away, no problem.
Yeah. It was insanely close.
top lane. Weaver taking a lot of harass here. We do see Franz keeping himself back, and there is Aoi that's sitting nearby. He's looking to kind of get on some sort of a gank. Franz in a little bit of trouble here. There's a spike coming out, and they do clean up over here on Franz. He'll get taken down. Meanwhile, Weaver, he's trying to put out a little bit more harass here, but we'll just back off. Go ahead, back to creeps.
This is kind of a weird game for Zizzy, because if he can get ahead and just get the first few items in a bunch of levels, then he could just make the Wisp's life a living hell in like the 10-minute mark area. Because all he does is Shikuchi through him twice and basically kills him. But
Worthy tribute.
yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, mech, maybe. Yeah, mech just takes so long to get up on a support nowadays. I feel like it needs a cost reduction. We don't see mech enough anymore.
Looks like Nation was trying to go for a gank over here, and he's got the double centaurs, but he's gonna hug in the tower here. Fata doesn't seem too concerned. Just gonna move himself back. Doesn't seem too concerned over here. Aoi. He's gonna try to push them off of this tower here.
Alright, hear me out, Hachi. Enchantress maxes Enchant second, and just goes and grabs a bunch of the small Ursas for the magic resist aura, because they stack. And then you just can't do any damage to them. Like, their carry is non-existent in this game. It's like Fata and Nectar. There's no right place. It doesn't work. I know. For anyone keeping tabs on the NA qualifiers, Complexity did win their game, so they are still in contention. If they win out, they do have a chance to play a tiebreaker game against Wheel and squeak into the playoffs.
Radiant's from Aoi. There's gonna be the Viper Strike. They'll put down over onto Doom. He's gonna try to TP himself out, and he will actually leave him.
Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй, что сейчас произошло?
Yep.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Man, I just love seeing Envy and Pylai just dive past this tier 2 with all the heals they've got, just putting a lot of pressure onto Jenkins. There is a rotation though coming out here. Looks like Franz is going to be jumping in here as well with Nisham. They're trying to get the kill over here onto Envy. They're actually not going to be able to connect over onto that cage, but they still have their eyes on the prize here with Pylai. He's trying to get himself out. Does not have any mana for Tether here. This is a little bit spooky. Looks like they're going to be able to follow him up. There's a Thunder Strike, and Nisham's going to be able to secure that kill.
I will say, among the pros, they understand how good it is, but not enough pubs understand how good Mud Golems are. They have a 0 mana stun that actually does a sizable amount of damage, and if you can suicide the Mud Golem at a tactical time, you can get 3 stuns out of 1 Golem. And, I mean, it's just insane. This creep is so good. Yep. A 4 golem full combo is something like 800 damage. That'd be 600. Well, 600, no, yeah, 900 then. 850, maybe. I don't know, math's hard. I'm tired. We're all tired.
It's been a long day.
So, Aoi is trying to roleplay Enchantress here. Going with the Tranquils and the Windlace. I would imagine this is going to go into a Drums. But trying to just keep up with that Speedy Shoes Enchantress here. 400 move speed. I loved the draft looking at it from NP. It was interesting and innovative. But I feel like they're going to have building hitting issues.
I would just love to hear Doom heal Sproing. Personally, he's going to be role-playing the Enchantress. We see a smoke come out here over in the bot lane. Nisham leading the charge here with the Enchantress. They're looking to jump Envy here. Realizing things up, although this Isle is actually really, really close. It's not close enough to pop the smoke. There's double damage on Monkeys forever, too. This
Radiant's
is looking potentially very, very scary right now for Envy. In fact, he's just going to go
Dire's
ahead,
middle tower is
TP
under
himself
attack.
out, and I think that is definitely the smart choice here. Meanwhile, he's trying to get Pylai. He's just going to be able to TP out. No problem there. That's a lot
He
of
would have
pressure.
legitimately gotten 3-shot by Viper there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Absolutely.
I just love how, like, Libra up here, Zizi's just gotten all the space here. No one's really bothering him. He's just kind of farming away, sitting at 48 and 12 right now for CS. Like, that's kind of the dream, right? Although Fata is, like, ready to change that all up right now. He's got that invis. He's looking for a jump here.
Fata needs to connect too. The problem is he has to buffer all the spells to come out around the same time. If the time-lapse breaks that spell chain, then he's just in trouble.
Very aggressive.
Ult first, ult first.
Coming forward here, he's just gonna be able to keep himself back. A little fright. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we lose Pylai die. He's taken down by Jenkins.
That's our inaugural black hole. I honestly really appreciate when Enigmas do this. They just hit 6, find the first person they're gonna get a kill with hole, and just use it. Early game holes are usually so ineffective.
Worthy tribute.
Oh, there goes Enchantress. MSS waiting really patiently, and tiny little sand crab will be able to get the kill.
Almighty money.
I still think Fata had the damage to kill Zizzy top. He had his Veil done. If he just ults and then screams so they connect together, even if Zizzy time-lapse, I think he dies right after. But he had 6 wand charges, but yeah, I suppose. Yeah, Red is pressuring insanely hard.
I mean, that's what we expected, though, from after looking at the draft. They've got an Enigma, they've got, you know, the Enchantress as well, who's going to be able to help them mow down all of these towers. And plus, they have that very, you know, sort of the black hole that we were talking about. I feel like NP's got to play it just kind of cool right now. They get the kill over on Doom in the top.
It was super close. He had 0.2 seconds left on his TP. But again, I'm just... How do they hit buildings? Like, I think your only way to hit buildings is NP is an eventual AC on Fata. But that's so far out. What do you do? Just run up and sprunk the tower with Edelins? Alright, can I go on my little tirade about how I think Midas is the worst item in Dota? Because, like, in reality, you have this huge tempo lead right now as Red. You're getting a ton of gold on the map from the objectives you're taking. You're out farming them in most of the lanes. Like, Midas is just kill that tempo.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's the jump forward, immediately jumping onto the Weaver, going to be able to eliminate them. There's the relocate coming out from Pylai Die. They're going to be able to grab the Viper as well. And looks like the rest of the team just going to back themselves out here. They don't want to deal with this without the Viper and the Weaver.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. Like, NP needed to find connections with this ult. I think the Doom got wasted on the Reaper Viper, right? Didn't he Doom Viper like, as the Reapers came down? But either way, get 2 very, very big kills, and I think they need to turn this into an objective here. Like, they're not even threatening this tier 1 tower.
Oh, the black hole comes out solo over onto Guap. The Enchantress throwing out the Impetus, and they'll be able to clean up with Suzy getting that last hit out.
If Jenkins doesn't buffer, if Jenkins doesn't buffer the Malefice there, I think Guap might have been able to blink away. It would have been close.
There was a lot of people there putting out a lot of damage, though, as well.
If she blinked straight up, though, she had a full bottle. I don't know. Would have been close.
Would have been very close. Nice deny, though, over here on top tower. Doom just going to make sure that, not going to get the full amount of gold for that. And we do see NP pushing a little bit deep here, and this is bottom lane. Try to put some pressure.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Franzi's looking. He does have the Thunderstrike over here on the Necrophos. They did go ahead and glimpse him back. Enigma's going to be making the rotation down here. I don't think they're going to be able to get anything out of this, though, honestly.
I mean, then don't you try to outgreed? Like, Aoi going Buckler here just seems counterintuitive to that strategy.
Ooh, MSS, he's got his eyes over onto Franz, and Fata will be able to help clean him up. Meanwhile, now Jenkins is in a bad position. That Black Hole is not going to be able to get out of this. So we'll throw down some damage with the last second, trying to buy himself some time. So he's just going to go ahead and farm up these idle. Zizzy, he's coming in here. He's got his eyes over onto Envy. Wants to try to get these last couple hits off. He's trying to heal himself up. He will turn back around here. It doesn't actually... Oh, he's got his strat up. Should be able to run himself out. Fata's getting nearby though. With the big Hadouken coming out from this creep. Will be able to clean up though over onto Envy, and now MSS is gonna have to TP himself out here. Fata's a little bit in the danger zone. He wants that Enchantress, but we'll be able to grab him for a second. That haste string coming in a lot of coming in really, really handy. Top lane too. You know, Aoi is gonna go ahead and doom the Weaver up here. He's in trouble here. In comes the Eye. Oh, he's gonna be able to heal him up, throw out some more damage. Silence coming out though. Franz was trying to go ahead and grab this Eye. Won't be able to do the glimpse back, and he's still got that. Oh, that's a dead Twilight Eye.
Oh yeah. It really is. They wouldn't have gotten a kill on Weaver otherwise. Weaver out of Perseverance would have just walked away from it. But it's okay, you've got your Midas up on Jenkins. Oh boy.
A gift from the Tempest of Battle.
Like, alright, so if you want to go to take this late for red, I feel like the hero that has to stay on curve and keep getting items is the Weaver. Like, if Zizzy falls off and isn't a terrifying force that can like 3-shot wisp and actually pressure out Fata a little bit, I just don't see them having the damage if this does go super late.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. And I think the Midas pickup on Nyx is actually going to help, because it's going to assure he eventually gets tagged. And if they're looking to take this late, that's going to be a must-buy for him. They're going to have a way to sit on the high ground and actually hold the base. And their wave clear is not good. Like, you have Queen of Pain who kind of has to get close, Necker who has to get really close. You just don't have good wave clear at all on the side of NP.
Oh, the smoke pops over here. They walk right by MSS. They don't have the detection quite ready that quickly. They do a dust, and it's just a little too late. MSS will happily just booty his way through here. You have their eyes on the fire down here, though. Looks like maybe.
I mean, from an economy standpoint, super value Vendetta there. Hold a Sentry Ward, and a Dust, and a Smoke, and he just walked away.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Hide.
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Yeah. Definitely an interesting approach to the game from NP. I mean, I saw the draft and thought it had to be played hyper aggro, but they seem more than content to let this draw out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
It looks like they're not going to I think maybe the threat of the Black Hole is too strong. They're actually doing a lot of damage trying to make it great up here, but obviously, you know, by the Team Red, they'll be able to dish out damage a lot faster on the towers.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the drums on Yusham. Drums are such a good casual push item.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Weaver's gonna be into a multi-kill disease here. Still getting chased though, does spot Fata, will be able to jump over onto him, throw out the bugs, but of course Fop, very mobile, gonna be able to blink herself out.
That was an interesting head game with that TP, because if like they tried to Doom Zizzy there, then the Doom definitely dies to the Viper.
monkeys forever. In comes Jenkins. He's looking for it here. He goes for the black hole, but he actually only connects over onto the necropost here. And he's caught in that. They'll take down the Doom though. And meanwhile, they'll take a highlight die in a lot of trouble. He's gonna get taken out here. Nice silence coming out, but the cage doesn't connect here. Looks like he's gonna be able to get out. There's just so much damage coming out. He really wants a sniper, and unfortunately won't be able to clean up, but Envy will come forward. Will help get that final kill. The gloves coming back. He's in a lot of trouble right now. I don't think he's gonna make it out. No, I don't think he's gonna be able to.
He gets one kill though, he lives. If that connects on Franz before he goes...
Ooh, Envy, he's gonna get taken down by Zizzy.
Franz is dead, but...
Franz is,
yeah.
but... Oh, never mind.
There it is.
It like lagged out a little on stream. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Somehow it wore off, which is doesn't make a lot of sense.
Volvo, please, like 10 unit speed increase on Necropulse there, and Envy kills 2 of them, if not 3, and then walks away. Yeah, it was just really unfortunate there that Fata got the last hit on the Viper. If Envy gets that last hit and gets full status on that kill, then that looks entirely different. After the glimpse back, then Fata just comes back and helps, and... yeah. Yeah, that Viper kill from Fata was like a tick on Shadow Strike. He tried to give it to Envy, but didn't quite get there.
MSS waiting patiently over here. Got his eyes over here on TV. I don't want to quite give it up.
Yeah, and if they time this right, MSS will be able to carapace right as the
jump forward
Shikuchi goes.
immediately. There's going to be the
Carapace
relay
it.
coming in here. They're turning around.
He missed! He missed!
Oh, he time-lapses back though. They've been waiting for him. They might be able to still get the kill over here. One more hit over onto him. Won't be able to take him down. The silence is going to come out here. Coming out. Jenkins looking forward here. Going to try to go ahead. There's a spike carapace coming out though in the middle of all of that. That's still going to be a dead MSS, but they were able to clean up over onto Zizzy, which I think is definitely worth it here. And there's creeps pushing in down here in the bot lane too.
I mean, it's probably worth it overall, but there was no reason to lose anyone there. If that carapace connects on the Shikuchi, then Weaver's sitting right on top of Fata and just dies. It doesn't have to be that complicated or that long. It gave Red way too much time. You stunned the Weaver Shikuchi on top of you.
Here. He's gonna try to get the kill. I think he'll be able to get the clicks off. And very patient Fata.
Alright, so this is really heads up from Fata. I love this build on Quap. He's gonna go Maelstrom, I would assume, into either AC or BKB, then the other one, and then finish the Mjolnir out. That's gonna give them the pushing power they need.
Oh, the Doom comes forward, they get the silence off, they get the Doom off as well. Zizzy is now gonna be taken. One more time, he's taken down. Meanwhile, Aoi, he's gonna try to TP himself out there. So Glitz coming out though again. And he should be able... No. Nick's standing nearby, but he realizes he can't do too much. He's also gonna go ahead, TP himself out.
Yeah, I mean, that's insanely worth for NP.
Dire's bottom tower has been denied.
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be the BPB taking out the clock.
Yeah, that is one thing I will...
He's looking, oh, they missed the tail coming out here. Reload comes back out, but there's a silence turn out as well. They're gonna walk through it. They're gonna get the book off, go get the kill over onto Jenkins. So that's, no black hole to have to worry about right now. So I would love to see NP maybe get a little bit more aggressive here.
There were so many little niche interactions there. The mana burn from Nick got blocked by the raindrop, so it did no damage. So the blink was up for Enigma. He tried to blink right on top and get a black hole off, so he only blinked like 100 units. But the cast animation was just a little too long, and we got that Reaper's off. Honestly, Jenkins is super lucky that he didn't start the black hole and get it cancelled by the Reaper.
I like the efficiency coming out. Going to the road, so there's no black hole. Very, very smart. Sending in the help here, though. He's late.
He is absolutely huge. Like, it just feels like NP drafts with this game plan in mind, but they know what hero is going to get big on their lineup. Like, if it's NP playing Bristle, it's usually him. If it's Fata playing Quap, it's usually Fata. And they just get this one Juggernaut hero that's so far ahead of the game. And then their item choices are just smart. Like, Fata absolutely knew what he needed to go to keep themselves in position to win team fights. And Pilot Eye has a Ghost up there already. Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit of a gamble here going on with Frederick. They didn't have any wards up, so they actually don't know where the side of MP is currently. So a little bit of a waste on the It looks like they're not even really going to play this either. So...
Alright, with NP kind of feeling like they're getting a dominant position in this game, would you want to see an early gem on MSS? And even more so than just the Weaver, the Stranglehold that you're able to put on the game if you can hold an early gem. If you get rid of their wards, they're scared to farm jungle, and then you can start just boxing them into the base.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sounds terrifying.
Like, Aoi's in a little bit of trouble here. He's pretty tanky, but they throw the plastic around here. The Black Hole actually getting committed. This is looking a little scary here. They're still going to be able to take down Jenkins. Meanwhile, in comes Fata. Fata, he's just a beast here.
And he's going to get killed
here, trying to just chase after everyone. Meanwhile, Weaver doomed on the back line. They're still giving chase. The IO actually relocates itself back out, and they're still running over here. There's the fountain, though. Might be able to go ahead. Oh, but the burst damage is too much. They'll be able to take out the Weaver, and now it's looking a little bit scary here for Nation. Gonna try to frighten himself away here. They're not actually chasing him. They're chasing after monkeys forever, and he is kind of stuck with us. That's a little bit scary. He's gonna get forced forward and still trying to chase after this disruptor. Not gonna be able to do it. In comes the cavalry though. They'll turn back around. Aoi comes forward, and then the tails are coming out with MSS. There's gonna be the Isle coming forward as the ambulance. Gonna be able to heal up and they're just gonna focus back on this tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well,
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I've never seen this many aggressive force staffs out of NB. Absolutely.
Here's Sentinel coming out here over onto Monkey Forever. He's in a little bit of trouble here. He's gonna get forced forward. He uses the Shadow Blade. He's not back here. Creeps him out in the base. Highlight die. He's coming forward. He's gonna hook up over here onto NB. Bottom's taking a lot of damage here. He still has that Aegis. He's not really too worried about all this damage, though, it appears. They'll back themselves off after that.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, Fata's got BKB done, essentially. They're so far ahead of the curve. They put a decent chunk of damage into that tier 3.
Fata just going to be able to go ahead and blink himself out before those bugs connect.
Almighty money.
Yeah. I mean, I can appreciate the need for a Linken's, but in reality, almost every Reaper's been on an initiation target. I almost wonder if he wouldn't have been better off going something like just Drums Deso, or, yeah, probably that. Maybe Dragonlance Deso. Just something more aggressive.
Yeah, I would prefer to see the Deso just for the extra, damage coming out from this Weaver. Just hard here and getting a defensive not super crazy about that. Meanwhile, though, we do see that Newsham's getting taken down by Eternal Envy over here. Reload coming in.
That's the fear of a dark map that we were talking about. MSS just went hunting, found a target, they just relocated.
Oh, he comes forward here. He gets that Doom over onto Z. This is pretty scary here. So giving chase here, he's trying to just buy himself some time. Infernal Blade coming in here. MSS, he's standing nearby. We'll be able to land some tail. Burning down this Weaver. That poor little bug just got squashed.
Ensnare is one of the only creeps you can get off that fast. It'd be like, what, Ensnare and Mana Burn, maybe? Rock Throw takes too long. Purge is way too short a range. You gotta be melee for that shit. Yeah, it's huge. Relative to. It's basically the same cast range as Doom. It's just a touch longer, but yeah, it's close. Huh. Yeah. And that Viper definitely gave them the tempo in the early game. They were able to push a couple buildings down right away. But I just feel like so much of their momentum died the second Jenkins got that Midas. Because if that was a Blink, he could be at BKB right now. If he's at Blink BKB...
Oh, Fata finds the Disruptor, immediately going to be able to just obliterate. The reload comes back in here, highlighted, bringing Eternal Envy here into the fight. But it looks like Red's just going to go on the full retreat. They don't want to have to fight this right now. They need that Disruptor for this team fight. But he's down for here, and Fata's clear in this team fight.
Owie though?
Gonna jump over here. Owie is going to get jumped on over on the side, trying to just run himself out. So much damage being thrown at his face.
Alright, small sign of life. They got a kill. And they didn't have to use Hole.
Top tower is under attack.
A lot of little skirmishes going on here. All this action. Now Owie over there, we see that Pilot Dive is getting down Dizzy, and then on top lane we're seeing Fata just keeps being very, very aggressive. He's got plenty of damage here. He's waiting patiently. He sees Monkey Trevor. Waiting for this Nyx assassin. They use a scan over here onto the side.
That was a smart scan. Yeah, they wanted to see if anyone was there.
Go forward, they get the Impale off, they get the silence. The Fox is dishing out all the damage. Uses her ultimate. They're trying to give chase here. Fata should be able to get the final hit here. That was a really hopeful blitz stack coming out here, unfortunately. Fata is just godlike right now.
Monster. He's gonna be like 25 at 35 minutes.
Owie, he jumps forward over here, but it's a little bit of a trap. He looks like he was going for the Doom, wasn't going to be able to get it quite off immediately. Is he following up with these bugs? Highlight Die standing nearby. There's a Lincoln's placed over here onto the Enchantress. Looks like Zizzy should be able to just TP out, no problem. Enigma, though, on the other hand, Jenkins in a little bit more of a problem here. This thing was coming back. They get the scythe off, and they'll be able to clean up. There's no black hole. A little bit now.
I imagine watching the Weaver TP out in front of you and Chikuchi is going to be the catalyst for them to get a gem. Yeah. I mean, I just feel like these Arcane Boots Pilot Eye has queued up are so minimal in the grand scheme of this game. Like, Gem would just be such a better use of the gold.
Oh,
they see
MSF.
MSF.
Very careful here. They do have the Glen stack. They'd use the silence, but unfortunately they weren't able to pull that into place. Meanwhile, Envy, he's getting very aggressive just for with that Shiva's guard. We'll get the silence off over onto Disruptor. Oh man, Franz, he's gonna get just turned into waffles.
Into waffles, huh?
They made waffles out of them. It's a thing I say. I'm a weirdo.
Why waffles?
I don't know. I like waffles.
I mean, who doesn't like waffles?
Communists.
Fair point.
Actually, oh man, he's really aggressive. He wants to get Zizzy here. Is he actually going to be able to just run himself out? No problem. Pop will actually top lane and rejoin with the rest of the crew, and they're going to go for Luke here.
Louis?
It's been a long day. It's midnight where I am right now. I don't know where it is for you, but...
Yeah.
That's true. There's the reload back in. They want to jump forward. They see Monkeys forever. They're going to be able to land the impale. They've got the vision. There's going to be the scythe thrown down, and they'll be able to take him out. Meanwhile, though, Fata on the other side here, he's got a haster and he's looking for this Enchantress. He doesn't want him scoring away. He's in a lot of trouble here. They will be clean up.
And I will say, if you're red here, you've got to know this game is pretty close to over, and you're only playing for glory at this point. You are done in the qualifiers. So I almost feel like them forcing this game out is like them wanting to tire NP out a little bit more going into the final game, make them really earn the slot. Because they could just GG out all this game, give NP a little bit of a break. Yeah. Yeah, if they take this game 60 minutes, that's like back-to-back games accumulating over, what, 3 hours?
I mean, that's for a reason though, right, guys?
That's so much mental stress on somebody, though. It's so hard to stay focused that many hours.
It's grueling, definitely.
And especially in this kind of format, the admins have been fairly unforgiving about get in here and keep going. Like, they want to keep the pace of this going, they don't want any delays. So even after that really long NP game, they only got a 10-minute break, 5-10 minute break. Yeah, I mean, I think we even saw that ripple into the game here, like with Franz seeing MSS there. He could have sequenced the skills so much better, he had a dust on him. There was zero reason MSS didn't die there, but trying to work out all those intricacies in your head when you're this tired and it's been this long of the day is just so hard.
Yep, he's gonna get close back here. Just gonna throw out a little bit of harass onto him. Not really anything too serious though. Weaver, meanwhile, in the bottom lane here, Zizzy, he's totally separate. He's
baby.
got a TP scroll in his...
Yeah.
Yeah, we said that earlier, that he's very early. Because he's just dominating.
I mean, he's nuts. He's literally at the point where, with this spell lifesteal, I don't even know if they can kill him in a black hole. Like, they're all gonna go on him and he's gonna be lifestealing off of his Mjolnir and his Radiance. He'll be literally unkillable. He's gonna just suicide blink here.
Here's the jump forward, the big BKB comes out from Jenkins, Black Hole coming out, beautiful, they're going to be able to go ahead, take down Envy here, and there's the silence getting thrown out too, Fata's coming forward, he wants to get this final hit over here, he's got the eye up, he's trying to just kind of help him out, he's going to be able to just go ahead, run himself back, and
Haste! I am ever so grateful.
Fata, he's coming up really fast, he's going to try to get the jump over onto Jenkins, he's just going to pop like
Yeah, I mean, that last fight
was
best case scenario for them on the side of red. They managed to get a kill on a big core, burned Fata's 10-second BKB for nothing, but it's just, that was everything they had. I think so too. Yeah, it would really all come down to using Mjolnir as a heal, basically. As long as he could get that off, I agree.
Alright, tower taken. Let's try and go for Judd now. Coming back though over here onto Owl, he should be able to just get himself back. They've got the Axe now up and running over at MSS. He's gonna go ahead, burrow himself under it, and we're seeing Zizzy, he's trying to get some flip touching done here. Really the only kind of immediately Envy coming forward, he gets the scythe up, turns it around, not quite enough damage over here. Silence comes out though, he tries to time out himself up, but that's gonna be a dead Weaver. Does have buyback though.
And this is the point in the game Necroags would become super valuable. When you can start using it for just stuns like that, as opposed to I know I'm going to get a kill with this Reaper, and then it's up again in like 20 seconds. That's where you really want to see that come online. Curious to see if that's what he finishes out his 6th item with.
And already they're moving the way back. They want to start putting more pressure, maybe get a buyback coming out here from the Weaver. There is no black hole up for 15 seconds already, and there's going to be fun right now, and they're just, look at them, they're throwing damage at Fata, they're just tickling him for the most part. He's got an Aegis, he's not too afraid here.
Dire's top barracks.
And every time his Mjolnir procs on him, he gets 10% of his health back. It's so silly.
Yeah, here for Fata again. He's got Aegis. Look at how much life stealing off him with this Octarine. He does not care. We'll turn himself back around. He sees Nathan over here. And Fata, he's just a target that everyone wants to take down here. We'll go ahead. There goes the Black Hole over here onto the side, but immediately Silent Stand of Doom. All of that in the shebang. There's the buyback coming out as well. Now Newsham, he's dancing around the sound, trying to save himself. It's not going to be enough. Ron's trying to run himself back a little bit, and he is just taking him with the face. He's feeling really strong now. Jenkins is going to get taken down. Age is actually just wearing off right now. Still giving chase here over onto this Enchantress. She's going to run herself into the base of Necessity. Just goes ahead, he bursts under. He does clip the Enchantress right on the tail, but the GG well played call comes out. And
Oh man, this is... I mean, that's critical. NP has to win this game and win their next game to potentially get that direct slot. They need